Welcome aboard, it's Captain G. This is Conflict of Arms, Vietnam, 1965, Operation Victor Charlie. It is January of 1969. It is the North Vietnamese turn. A couple things are going to happen during this turn. That's why I've got these to remind me. We are launching the Tet Offensive. The U.S. morale will go down at least once for each city attack during the Tet Offensive. And since the North Vietnamese are attacking with 6 or more units into a single city, that will also reduce the U.S. combat initiative by 1. So let's talk about this. So down here in the south, and I went back and forth on this a few times, looked at Hue, and I decided to do something else there. I'm going to send 1 unit down here to Cao Mau. That's a sapper from the north, and he was here. So he was going there, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the total of 7 infantry. 1 on the black attack, 6 on the white attacks, which are Saigon. So I'm going to move the other 3 sappers, 1, 2, 3, and the 3 infantry for a total of 6 units. And that's what caused the U.S., who are defending in that city, the Marines are defending. So their combat initiative is going to go down 1. And since they're hitting 2 cities, regardless of the outcome, their morale is going down 1 per city. Okay, so in those, he's doing a raid, so he'll be at +4 on top of his normal 3, so he'll be at 7, trying to hit the factory and prevent anything else from being built there. The only defense is that Arvin Ranger, who defends at a 2, does not get the +1 for the city since it's cut off. And then down here in Saigon, these guys are all doing raids as well. Their primary target is to take out the fire base, and then it won't be available for the U.S. or the Arvin to use, and there won't be any defensive bonus. But since it's still in effect, the defenders, which are the 2 U.S. Marines, the 2 Anzac Marines, and the 1 Arvin Ranger, they all get a +1 for the city, and then 2 of them will get a plus from the fire base. And since this is a river city, is that a river city too? Yeah, the river runs through it. So both cities, they'll be -1 because of the river. All right, so those are the 2 Tet offensives. Let's talk about the 2 regular attacks. Attack 1 is a walk-in, no one there but VC. So from Ga Lai, 2 infantry, an artillery, and a supply, because you have to bring the supply with you, are moving into Ga Lai to capture that. That's attack 1, walk-in already done. That, we'll just resolve it now since there was no combat. He can't go up anymore, but he can go down. Okay. And now for attack 2 to hit Phong Dien, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 defending Arvin infantry in this zone. The other sapper here who did not do the walk-in is going to go through it, 1, 2, and he's going to join the 2 guys in Zekong, 1, 2, and the 1 guy from east, whatever that is, 1, 2. So that's 4 sappers, 2 MiGs, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's there's no U.S. or Arvin Air Force here that can scramble to defend. And there's no air defense there. So 2 jets, 3, 4 sappers, 2 artillery, 1, 2, tacking down. And then all these infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry, 1 truck, 1 AA gun, and then this other AA gun was coming down here. And this is their supplies, 1, 2 supplies. Okay, so that's regular attack 2, which we will have to resolve. And because the Viet Cong placed a sapper there, he gets to participate in the battle. That'll be his only attack, but he can participate in the attack. All right, so let's do the Tet offensive, and we'll start with the 1 sapper who's attacking at a 3. +4 for the Tet offensive makes him a 7, -1 for the river. So he'll be at a 6. I'll roll this khaki thing and I'll make it a 6. I was looking for a way to get the MBT involved, but I didn't want to trigger the border defense. I had to change my attacks. All right. And then there's 1 Arvin sapper. He's at or Arvin Ranger, who's at a 2. Okay. Oh, of course, he gets a 7. So, blah. Blah. So, well, at minimum, he reduced the U.S. morale. So, I'll leave this here to remind me that I've already used that city. If the Viet Cong attack all 4 and then the North Vietnamese attack all 4, that does not lower the U.S. morale 8 because they're defending each of the 4 cities, right? So this guy will move here. Well, I'll move him after. He survived. For every unit that participates in Tet and survives, the communists get 1 CP of bonus cash at the end of the round as well. So that's nice. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and 3. 3 sappers, 3 infantry in Saigon. So that the sappers we just set at 6, so I guess I'll put this back. Because there's a river through this one as well, right? So 1, 2, 3 at 6. And then the 3, they're at 5. The 3 regular infantry attack at 2, +4 makes it 6, -1 is 5. So those are the attackers. The U.S. has 2 Marines at 3, +1 for the city is a 4. So I'll roll the defenders separate because I'm going to overlap on numbers. All right. 6 raiders. They want at least 2 hits to knock out the firebase this round. Anything more than that can help. All right. Oh, man, what's with 7s? 7, 7. Oh, my gosh. 0, 0. Terrible, awful, pathetic. I got a 4, and I got a 1. Okay. So, 1s do, on raids, do destroy supply. I did get 2 hits. All right, let's come down here. First things first, I didn't combine these, so I'll just blow this one up. That was outside the depot. So that's the supply that was destroyed. And I'm going to put 2 hits on the fire base, which, if I remember correctly, and I will double check before the U.S. turn, that makes the fire base non-operational. So it does not provide a bonus if the Viet Cong were to attack into the city, nor can it allow for ranged fire. Okay, now let's do the defense. 4 Marines and a Ranger. All right, Marines defend at 3. 2 plus the city makes them 4. 2 of them will get boosted by the fire base. So 2 Marines are 5s. That means the other 2 Marines are at 4. and the Arvin Sapper or Arvin Ranger is at a 3. Those are the 5 defenders in Saigon. Only the specialists defend against raids. Oh, I see some 9s, more 7s. Oh, a 0. Oh, the Marines let us down. 8s and a 9. I'll have to double check whether a 9, because it does make a difference here. A 9 against a raid, does that cause the unit to retreat? Because if it does, that impacts his ability to influence the next round of attacks, right? If the VC attacked the city. All right, so they got no hits. So all 7 of the North Vietnamese Tet units survived the attack, and all 7 are going to be transported to Kep. And just put them out in the water for now and deal with them later. And that means that the bonus income for the Tet offensive, which I'll put on their tile now, is 7. I'll put it with the Chinese, as if the Chinese are backing the Tet offensive. Okay? Because for every unit that survives, they get a 1 CP bonus. All right. So regular attack 1 we did already. It was a walk-in. It was resolved. No issues. Now we're going to do attack 2. I think I laid it out here on the dice. We bring the 2 supplies into the screen so we can see them. What do I have? I have 1 truck at 1. I have 2 artillery at 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sappers at 3. I have the Viet Cong at 4, and I have the 2 MiGs. So I'm going to elevate 2 of the sappers to the 4s, and those are from the artillery. So those are the attackers. The defenders are the 4 Arvin infantry who still have to watch out for retreat rules. All right, that's a miss. There's a hit. Miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a hit. So I got 4 hits. Don't have to worry about retreating. You have to survive to retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a supply. No, the supply was in the border tile, I guess. So no supply there. All 4 infantry are dead. Thanks, at least in part, to the MiGs. So that's good. I felt good about sending them down there. All right, so that consumed 1 supply. Let's roll the 4 defending 3s. Okay, here we go. And, oh, they got a 1, so they blew up the other supplies. So much for setting up supplies to attack Hue next time. They got a 2 and an 8, and 1 guy got shot in the back. So they got 2 hits. So the communists will lose 2 infantry, and everyone else will go into their new tile. All right, so this, I did already move those up, and from a combat initiative, there's nothing to move because the north is already at 5, the south is already at 0, and there were no U.S. units involved in that battle, so no U.S. defense. And that's it. That's a successful and quick Tet offensive. And next up then will be the South Vietnamese. They'll be able to counterattack into this tile if they wish. Otherwise, it'll go directly from the south into the U.S. turn. And I'll probably do them both in one video anyway, but I'll see. This is Captain G, over and out.